Today I'm sharing with you my full routine, an updated version. This is the video that many of you have been waiting for, so you can see exactly what I do, how I wash, condition, and style my hair from start to finish to get it looking like this. Hi, I'm Delilah from the Holistic Enchilada, and I make videos to help others embrace their curls while keeping things simple. You can head over to my blog to find lots more free resources, digital downloads, as well as paid products and resources. And you can give me a follow on social media. I'm at Holistic Enchilada, and I tend to share a lot of tutorials and lots more tidbits on social media, so find me on there. All right, so these are the results of this particular wash day. This is the same wash day from my video last week. And you guys know, if you saw my video last week, you'll know that I used the Evolve Smart Curls shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in, but I didn't tell you what I used to style my hair. And I used Slate products, which I have not filmed. I do have a review on my blog, but I don't have a video review. So I will plan for that soon. I used the Jello shots. This is a sample I got that another fellow curly girl sent me, so kind of her. And then I diffused my hair totally dry, and that was about maybe an hour ago. So this is basically the finished results, what it looks like. You can see in the back, it's super bouncy, soft, shiny. I love when my hair is soft like this. Look at the ringlets that I've got, like tons of these little ringlets like this. I love it. Even back here, I've got some nice ringlets in the back. Very minimal frizz. I don't really see any frizz. I'm sure there's some in there, but yeah. And the reason that I used this particular combo is because it's a bit rainy here. It's quite humid. And I had used the Smart Curl Leave-In Conditioner, which has some glycerin. I wanted to make sure that I offset that glycerin with something, so that Jello shots from Slate is a hard hold gel that does really well for me when it's humid outside. It seems to block everything out and really holds my hair, but it's a little bit drying. So I decided that, with the Smart Curl Leave-In Conditioner, that was a good balance. Anyway, I'm gonna cut to the actual styling part of the video so you can see everything wash style, all of it. So with the shampoo, like I said, you want to make sure that you are starting off with a small amount. So you can see here that I am applying it to my scalp only, and I'm massaging it in, but I'm realizing that I'm not getting a good lather. So I'm adding some water, and I'm going to add a little more, and this is not going to solve the problem for me. So I go ahead and I rinse everything out, and I do a second shampoo with less product. So this is something that I've noticed that people who get really greasy, dirty roots. I actually let my hair go quite a bit before this wash day, and I ended up having to shampoo twice. So if you have that type of scalp that just gets dirty quickly and that you struggle to get a lather, rinse it out and do it again. So do a double shampoo, shampoo twice, and that'll be fine. The second time you will use less product, and as you can see here, you can see how much lather I'm getting now the second time that I applied it. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna do a really good job scrubbing it all into my scalp, make sure that it gets squeaky clean, and then I'm gonna rinse it all out. And one thing that I forgot to mention is I spent time wetting my hair before I applied the shampoo. I wanna make sure that there is enough water to get these products to work, because like I've said so many times, you need water for these products to work. They need to be diluted. So once I've rinsed that out, I go into the Smart Curl conditioner, and I again start off small, so about a dime size amount, maybe less. I'm gonna apply it to the length of my hair, and I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes. Typically in the shower, this is the point where I would wash the rest of my body, shave, wash my face, do other shower things, and then do a little mini squish to condition, because I don't leave any conditioner in my hair. So I just cup my hands some water, squish some conditioner in, and try to detangle. But I'm noticing here that I'm not able to detangle easily, so this is a sign that I need to apply a little bit more conditioner. So that's what I go ahead and I do. I'm adding a tiny bit, as you can see, small amount of conditioner right over, and then I'm gonna do a little mini squish to condition. And now when I run my fingers through my hair, I can see that it's easily gliding through. I'm able to detangle, and this is what I'm looking for, that soft, seaweedy type feeling. So now I'm going to spend my time detangling my hair and rinse all of the conditioner thoroughly. Now, if you've got really dry hair, you can leave the conditioner in your hair. You can just do squish to condish and leave it in. You don't have to rinse it all out. You can rinse some of it out. It's up to you. For my hair, since it's weighed down very easily, I just go ahead and rinse it all out. So then I'm going into the leave-in conditioner. Now, typically I don't use leave-in conditioner anymore because I find that my hair just doesn't need it because it's that healthy at this point. In the beginning, I did definitely need leave-in conditioner. So I'm just using a couple of sprays in the ends of my hair. One thing that I want to mention is that most of you will use more product than I'm using. I don't have a lot of hair. It doesn't require a lot of product. It gets weighed down easily. So I just don't use a lot of product in general. So going into the styling, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Jello shot from EcoSlay. You can see the small amounts, very thick gel. So I'm emulsifying it. Start off with the lengths of my hair and then I kind of just smooth it all over with a kind of glazing, raking, and then scrunching motion. So the raking is what really gets it through in my hair, and I really squeeze my fingers to create those clumps in between. And then here I pull it away from my scalp while raking so that it doesn't stick to my scalp. And then I'm just going to scrunch as much as possible. You can see how the clumps are forming very nicely. And I flip my head from side to side and scrunch, again, constantly moving so that my roots don't get fixed in one position. I want them to be loose and off of my scalp so they don't dry in a wonky pattern. Then I grab my favorite t-shirt towel and I'm micro-plopping by just pressing my hair up against my scalp. So I just push up and I press, and I repeat this over and over until pretty much I don't see any more wet spots on the towel. I find that if I don't do this several times, my hair will be dripping in 5 to 10 minutes. So I just take the time to do this now, and it really helps to get my clumps and enhances my curls just a little bit more to get that weight from the water out of my hair so it can dry curlier. So here I'm going to show you my flip, super easy, and then I just kind of shake the roots out a little bit by rubbing my fingers on my scalp and lifting up the hair a little bit so that, again, it doesn't stay in the fixed position and it doesn't dry weird. I want a little bit of lift up there as much as I can get. Then I'm going into diffusing, and I always start off with hover diffusing a little bit in the root area. Again, for the same reason, I don't want my roots stuck to my scalp. I want some lift. I want them to move. There's some frizz that I have in the ends. I'm going to show you how it's going to go away with diffusing. This is why I don't air dry, because my hair air dries with a lot more frizz than when I diffuse. So when I diffuse, I turn off the diffuser, get a section of hair into the actual diffuser cup, push it up towards my scalp very carefully, making sure the curls are coiling in there evenly and they're not coming out wonky. And then I turn it on. You can see the frizz is pretty much gone. So then I turn on the diffuser when it's pressed up against my scalp, and I hold it there for a few seconds, turn it off, and then start with a different section. So, like I said, these are the results after diffusing. It's pretty settled. It was a little bigger at first, but my hair tends to fall, and I recently got a haircut, so I think that these short layers really help give me a little more balance and volume in my hair versus when it's really long and it's just like weighed down quite a bit. I love this length, and this is a great length for me. Anyway, yeah, so that is my full curly hair routine. Pretty simple, in and out in less than 30 minutes. I like things simple. Normally I just style with one product, but because this gel doesn't really work as well on its own, I combine it with another. But one thing that I do want to point out is I don't use a lot of product, and I always show the amount of product that I'm using just for reference for other people to see, because typically most of the other influencers, bloggers, YouTubers have more hair than I have, or they've got thicker, drier hair, so they're using a lot more product. And I never really saw people putting a dime size, a quarter size amount. I always saw globs of like gel and conditioner, and that was a disaster for my hair in the beginning when I was putting that much product in it. So all that to say, if you have hair like mine that is fine, it gets weighed down very easily, then you can experiment with using less product like I do. I definitely used more product at the beginning of my curly hair journey because my hair needed more. It wasn't as healthy. It had a lot more frizz. It was much drier than it is now. I had heat damage. I had color damage. I was doing balayage, whatever that word is, highlights in my hair. So now that my hair, I've grown all that stuff out. This is all like virgin hair. I don't need as much stuff because it's that healthy. So I also, I just kind of want you to know that the amount that I'm using is not the amount you're supposed to be using. That's not the case. It's different for everybody. The more hair you have, the more product you need. The drier your hair is, the more moisture you need. The thicker your hair is, the heavier the product may need to be. So there's so many different factors. I just don't want you to see what I'm using and be like, oh my God, I'm using so much product. That could be the case. Experiment with it. So that's why I like to show how much I'm using, just so that some people can realize, hey, maybe I'm using too much product, because that was me for a really long time. So yeah, that's my full routine. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything that maybe I skipped over, I forgot to talk about. I think I included everything in there, but yeah, if there's anything in there, go ahead and drop it in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you did, and I will see you in the next video.